done so many things so well in her life that she has earned the title superstar. Well, now she is a best-selling author. This is the book called Get to the Heart, My Story. On the New York Times bestseller list, went to #2. And also, you'll see there on the screen, there is an audio cassette as well. If you're the type of person that likes to listen to a book in the car or at home, she has read the book for you.
A lot of people do that, And this is the album, speaking of audio, Keys in the Mailbox, which is also the new single. Say hello to a lovely lady, a dear friend, Barbara Mandrell. Good seeing you.
I know. They're hot.
Have a seat.
Thank you.
They're as hot as your jacket, aren't they?
Oh, well, that's my favorite when you do the black and the fuchsia. That's my favorite.
That looks good.
Beautiful. I have a question to ask I'm so curious about. When you do an audio cassette of a book that you've written, do you actually go in and just read the book and record it that way?
Yes.
How long does it take to do that?
Bantam booked the recording studio for 2 days for me to do that. You realize, of course, it's an edited version of the book.
Okay, all right.
Because that book's like about 400 pages.
Well, that's what I was wondering. Is it word for word, everything?
No, they edit. But anyway, they booked the 2 days for me to do it, and I did it in 3 hours.
Now, do you get a chance to go in and ad-lib a little bit, maybe add some points here? You stick to the script, huh?
Yeah, well, that's the way George Vesey and I wrote it, so so I like the writers. What do you,
well, of course,
Now, what did you do when you found out it was on the bestseller list?
The truth, I've not said it. It's kind of... I fell to my knees, and that was in my bathroom on a marble floor, just to thank God, because I didn't think anybody... Truly, y'all, I didn't think anybody'd ever buy my book and read it, but I felt I needed to do it, and so I demanded it of myself to keep writing it, and I was just overwhelmed, really overwhelmed. I've had a lot of people come up to me and tell me the book helped them, and that made me really feel good. Then I went, to New York a couple of weeks ago to do some of the television shows, and found out the first week it was out, it came in the New York Times bestseller at 10. I'm talking about the paperback.
The paperback, right.
And then this week, the second week, it's at #5. And I thank God and all the people so much.
In the book, you get a chance to write a new chapter. Is that the norm when it goes from hardback to paperback?
I think it is. And we all know that I certainly don't like to talk, so it was very difficult for me. No, I enjoyed that very much, so I'm very proud that the book is doing well.
You know, in thinking back, the book is about how the accident changed you. It's about your life, but also about the accident. The accident happened 7 years ago?
Yes.
I wonder, in your own mind, as you go places, because the book has been so strong and what happened to you is so dramatic, people want to ask you about it all the time. Even I mean, I could sit here and ask you a million questions. Is that good for you to keep talking about it? Is it therapy, or is there some point when you need to say, look, it's in the past, I'm going on?
I try to answer anything anybody wants to ask me.
Do you?
And no, I don't think it's good for me. I don't think it's therapeutic. I don't think I enjoy it. I don't think I like it. The only part of it that I do, there are 2 things. I do like it when people know because I had a head injury.
Right.
I think it's wonderful for them to really be informed about that because it could happen to someone that they know or to themselves, and that's important. And the other thing is seat belts. And so that's the only 2 parts of it that I feel are good for people to know. The rest of it, I just simply answer because I'm asked. And no, I don't think it serves me any therapeutic in any way.
Well, you mentioned you like the writers. We like the writers, too. The book is very good.
Well, George Vesey's marvelous, and
Oh,
I can't be beat, you know. So
of course not. Oh, she's fired up
well,
now.
I feel at home on Crook Chase because they've been my friends, my buddies forever, and I watch this show. If I'm home, I'm watching.
Even when you're on it?
Oh, I tape it when I'm on it.
Wait a minute, has this given you the bug to maybe write something else?
No.
No?
No.
This is it,
No,
huh?
this is the big one. That was the hardest project.
You go out #1 on the bestseller list, right?
#2.
#2.
Mrs. Bush was #1. That's okay with me.
No, wait a minute. It was the...
Millie's book was #1.
The dog's book was #1.
My daddy always said, he said, I told you never follow children acts or animal acts. Now, what do you mean coming in #2 to a dog? So...
That's funny. Are you different at all in the way you perform or the way you sing?
In this album? Yes, thank you for asking. I'm not a real big Barbara Mandrell fan, and she's a real nice person, but I mean, I get tired of her, you know?
No, really?
So,
Wait a minute.
so
Did I miss a question somewhere?
so I don't ever listen to me, other than when it's for my business purposes, you know?
Yeah.
And my Christmas album, I listen to it once a year, because I do love my Christmas album, and I do love my gospel album. But that's all I listen to of mine, until Keys in the Mailbox. And Jimmy Bowen, this is the first time he produced me. Yeah. And he had me go to all these with my A&R person, Janie West, and we went to 26 publishers and found the songs. I found what I wanted. And then he had me decide on the instrumentation. He had me do the arrangements. Wow. This is very me, so of course I'm really happy with this album.
With this album.
Yeah, I am. I even listen to it.
No kidding.
Yeah, and that's a high compliment.
More than once.
Well, I'll tell you what a high compliment this is. I was watching it on Geraldo, I guess it was last week, and Geraldo took the album home to listen to it, and he was supposed to bring it back for the files, and he kept it.
But I don't take a chance. I carry it in my purse, so I gave him the one I had in my purse.
Right.
So he'd show it on
Well,
his
I'll
show.
tell you, now, you're under a little bit of pressure because you're the first guest on the Statler Brothers show this Saturday night.
Well, and rightfully so,
Well,
wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Well, you were our first live guest here on this show.
The Statler Brothers are replacing Barbara Mandrell and the Mandrell sisters.
You're passing the baton.
There you go, just
That's
like
it.
the relay. And I was their opening act, you know, for 2.5 years.
Sure.
And as they said on the plaque they gave me, I'm the only Statler sister they have. So I deserve to be their first guest. And besides, they probably need me for the ratings, don't you know?
I would think so.
They are the best. They really are. They are. They are.
Here's this album that Barbara simply choked up about. Keys in the Mailbox, yeah. This, the new single is also the title.
I finally got, I for 10 years wanted to record, for 10 years I've asked, could I record When a Man Loves a Woman?
Percy Sledge song.
And yes, and so Jimmy Bowen let me do it, so that's on this album.
And you know what else you're really good on? I think This Rock. I love.
You've listened to the whole
I listened to the whole thing. I think you're great on that song. I think it's
So you're
really
not
good.
just being nice, you mean what you're saying.
I don't lie, honey.
Thank you. Well, see, she's my kind of girl.
She read the book, too.
I
See,
did.
she loves me, unlike some people that are supposed to.
I love your book.
Oh.
I love your album. I love your coat. I love your boots.
You just love me, child.
Thank you, dear. Barbara Mandrell, everybody. We got to take a break. We'll be right back.